brothers and sisters, and the spiritually undecided hockey fans. Here's my preacher feature for Sunday. I guess that's what you get for trying to be a minister, right? So last week I was talking about John Lennon saying he was bigger than Jesus. Well, Jesus never had to open for the Rolling Stones. But today, we'll remix it. We're going bigger, we're going wider, we're going from Nazareth to Newfoundland, we're going from Bethlehem to Burnaby. You know, before Jesus and Mary, there were other gods. The Toothed Anon, the shining ones from the Irish mist, who either disappeared into the mist or hid in pubs till the Celts took over. The Romans came trying to run the place like a Tim Hortons franchise. Limited influence, a few roads, some coins, and a whole new word for taxes. And when the Catholic Protestant situation kicked in, we got angels, Michael and Gabriel, the original bodyguards from heaven. But let me tell you, my heavenly lineup has more than just those two. When I walk through the pearly gates, I want Michael on my right side and Gabriel on my left. And behind them, Freddie Mercury, full glitter. Betty White carrying some snacks. Kenny Rogers dealing cards. And after the most awesome funeral, I want Ozzy wailing on Crazy Train so loud that there's concern he might awaken the Kraken. Robin Williams is there. He's not just in heaven, he's the MC. And I want him laughing so hard that even Loki's taking notes. When Nicholas was little, he told me that you're not dead until you're forgotten. And he's right. That's why we still feel Freddie. At Live Aid, 1 billion people watched him sing, and he was mourned by the whole world. That's why we remember Rita McNeil, Gordon Lightfoot, Gordon Downey, John Candy, each leaving a mark on our hearts and our humor. When Princess Diana walked through the HIV ward because Freddie did, she didn't just visit. She changed hearts and minds. She was kind and humble, and I hope she's surrounded by corgis sitting drinking tea with the Queen. Her Highness passed away a while now. As tradition holds, they told the bees. So even the hives knew she was gone. And the flowers bow when they hear her name. And in that same heaven, my family, who served crown and country since World War I, worn in uniforms, sailed the seas, stood the line. They deserve a table in heaven. They also deserve their spot at the table now when they're talking about war. And somewhere in that great cloud of witnesses, my grandaunt, who passed away when she was 92, she had promised to be my family's guardian angel, and her voice is one of the earliest memories I have. And I think she probably does a face palm every time I put out content. The only downside, everybody's winning at casino. But Auntie thought gambling was a sin. So out of respect for her, I don't gamble. And that's how you know it's heaven. You can lose and still feel blessed. I can't imagine what Jesus went through as a witness. He chose to be called by suffering children with horrors that should never happen. When the last child cries for crust of bread, when the last man dies for just words that he said, when there's shelter over the poorest head, we shall be free. On these days, as the harvest begins, let us remember that love is not stored in barns. It's carried in hands that share bread, in voices that speak peace instead of curses, and in hearts that know the only true surplus is kindness. And as that day comes for me, when the kingdom is open wide, I want Coyote giving the welcome speech. I want Loki handling the seating chart. And of course, I want Ozzy blowing that trumpet for revelations. Because if heaven doesn't have rock and roll, good jokes, and a little bit of mischief, almost the end, then, brothers and sisters, we have truly gone to the wrong afterlife. So pass the glitter, the harvest is in, set the tables. Mama, we're coming home. My name is Laura Briggs, and that's my time.